live now. This is a way of saying thank you to the athletes, but also, as Lord Coe said, the games makers at the heart of it.
That's right, they know who they are. 70,000 of them made the Games, the Paralympics, exactly what they were. Not all of them could fit on the mall today, but plenty will be sprinkled behind me amongst the friends and the family when the parade passes. They came from all parts of Britain to be part of the Games. They came from all walks of life, students, housewives, pensioners, people who gave up their summer holidays to volunteer. But one thing they all have in common is that if they'd passed up the opportunity to be part of the Olympics, they'd have kicked themselves for the rest of their lives.
London threw a party and the world was invited and we were part of that, and we were just letting our hair down and having fun with everybody else.
It inspired me, and I've also been told that I've inspired some other people. So in that way, that experience is something that's going to live with me for the rest of my life.
Last night at the closing ceremony, when they gave a standing ovation for the games makers, that sort of hit me, and it was that moment when you're like a bit of a tearjerker, just like, wow.
Well, perhaps one other thing that those games makers, one experience they share, is it never quite was exactly what they expected. I spoke to one young gentleman who came down to Yorkshire to volunteer at the Olympic Stadium. And he said when the games started, every night he'd take photographs of the athletes, he'd take photographs of the spectators. But he said by the time the games finished, the athletes and the same spectators were taking photographs of him. In future years, he says, if he ever feels down, if he ever feels disheartened, all he needs to do is put on that pink and purple t-shirt and he will feel 10 feet tall. But just a word of warning, if you do put on a pink and purple t-shirt, as I've noticed today, lost people will come up to you and start asking for directions.
And expect an ice cream at the end of it as well. Damon, thank you very much. Now, it was